Hello guys, Swedish Woodsman here. I'm sorry for not having put up any new videos for a while, but it's been a lot of things to do at work, so I haven't really had the time. So today I'm going to make a short video of my knives, or at least some of my knives. And let's start over here with my small folding knives. Here I have the Fällkniven U4, or the bear claw. It's a small little knife, not something you take out in the woods. I use this mainly as my EDC knife. It fits in the fifth pocket on the jeans, in my jeans. It's a really good sharp blade. It's enough for open packages, slice some fruit. Yeah, it was everyday tasks. This is a great option for that. It's a bit expensive, but in my mind it's worth it, and it's a lockback, so it stays safe in place and there's no wiggle in the blade or anything. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna do this quickly. I won't do a full review of every knife. This is my Swiss Army multi-tool, the Spartan model. This is also mainly used as an EDC knife. I have it in my backpack sometimes when I'm out in the forest, but since it is a slip joint, I'm not so comfortable having this out with me in the forest, just if the blade would fall on me. It won't if you handle it correctly, but you never know. So I mainly have this in my pocket if I'm going downtown or something, just to have like some capability of slicing a package open, or yeah, having a screwdriver or something like that. Moving on. This is a newer addition to my knife collection. It's the EKA Swede 9. It's a back lock, but the lock is down here in the end. You push this in here and then you can fold down the blade. You can open it with one hand with the thumb stud. However, I recommend you loosen up this screw here before you try to do that, because it's a really tight fit, so to speak, with the blade. It's not so easy to open with just one hand. And it has a belt clip. It's the only one of my pocket knives that has a belt clip. I don't carry this in my pocket, mainly because the blade is too large. It's like 9 centimeters, and the knife feels quite bulky in the pocket, not like the U4. I mean, there is a slight difference in length here. But I don't know, maybe I'm going to do maybe I'm going to have this in like the cargo pockets of my pants when I'm out in the forest, or I don't know. I haven't really found a special task for this knife yet, but for the things I've used it for, smaller tasks, it's okay. And then I have here the Swede 10 with the Bubinga scales. Also a great knife. This I have used in the forest a couple of times. The grind doesn't make it perfect for carving, but it's a good slicer, cutting rope, cutting up vegetables or things like that for the food preparedness out in the wild. But I like it. I also have this with the black rubberized scales. This next one, it's the Swede 92, I think. Also with back lock and with the locking mechanism here in the back. It's a clip point blade, Scandi grind. This one is good for wood carving. I really like it. It's a firm grip, a good grip. Sorry for the camera action here, guys. Let's try to adjust it a little bit. So, yeah, it's a good little knife, and like all the other Ekas, it is quite inexpensive. They don't cost much, and you get much knife for your money, so it's a good value. Then, well, this is my newest addition to my knife collection. It's the Buck 110. Really don't have much to say about this knife yet. I haven't really tried it out properly. Carried it with me a couple of times out in the woods. I'm gonna try to let it see some action, so to speak, soon, so I get a feel for it. But overall, I quite like it. It's a nice knife, a bit heavy, but I carry it with the pocket you get with it to attach to your belt, so it don't really feel the weight. And now to the fixed blade knives. This is, I think it's Herbert's, the company is called, something like that. Very cheap, inexpensive knife, made of 420 stainless steel. Not the best steel. Came pretty dull from the factory. Had to sharpen it up a bit, but it's hard to get a good edge on this knife. Not a big fan. This was more like an impulse buying. Not the best knife I ever owned, but it's okay. Next one, this is my main fixed blade that I use. It's the Fell-&-Even F1. I really love this knife. It's a good all-purpose knife, really. There are tons of reviews on this online, so I won't go into much detail. And finally, I have my old trusted companion, the Mora 2000. This has been with me for, I don't know, 10 years or something like that. It's starting to get a little beat up, and it's, yeah, not the nicest looking blade. But it holds a really good edge. I think I only sharpened this like less than once a year. It really holds the edge really well. But then again, I don't do heavy tasks with my knife. I don't baton with my knife much. I mostly do small carvings and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, well, this is a couple of my knives. Please feel free to comment, and have a nice day.